Hello and welcome to the first ever No Buses interview. Today we welcome the 19-year-old frontman of the Katuns, Adam Frame. We had a great chat about his career so far, what to expect from him from the future, and what he's currently listening to. I hope you enjoy this interview. It's a great chat. So I kind of wanted to start off by talking about how you came onto my radar, really. And that was from, I think it was in 2019, where I saw the video of you singing with Tommy from DMA's.
Yeah.
How did that come about then?
Like just a very off chance, I was just playing in a pub and they
Yeah.
happened to be there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's like it's that, you know what I mean? Like see if you bump into somebody like randomly, on like don't know, just in town or wherever, and you're like, all right, you know. It was like I was playing a gig in a pub called McSorley's in Glasgow, and I recognised Tommy when he went to the bar because like I couldn't actually see him when I was
yeah.
playing, and finished the song. Went up, talked to him, asked if he wanted to play the tune with me. Um, Someone got it on record. I was like, send me it. Uploaded it to social media. You know, that's just that's it. And do you know what I mean? We had a chat and everything. Honestly, it was such a nice guy. He was just a really good guy. That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah. They seem pretty down to earth, like just
Yeah, or they're really down to earth guys. I was talking to the rest of them as well,
yeah,
and they're really nice, you know. And they even like kind of responded on social media. But I mean, they don't follow me or anything, but they responded to me on social media. And I thought that was brilliant as well, you know.
yeah.
Can you hear me properly? It says my internet connection is unstable. Am I right?
Yeah, you
Right.
just put out a bit there, but I think it's fine.
Cool, man.
Okay, so at this point there were a few technical difficulties. Expect there to be a few internet issues and a little drop in quality of the camera towards the end because it stopped recording, but on the whole, it's not too bad. Keep persevering with it. It's a good interview. From that, I was gonna ask, like, have you been playing like solo stuff for like your whole life, or?
I've always played in bands, put it that way, right? Like I'd be playing. I only played I only done the solo kind of thing for like a couple of months because we couldn't figure out a name. Like
Uh,
that's the reason.
yeah,
It's the reason why we went with my name. We genuinely for the life of us we couldn't figure out a band name.
yeah,
Um, you know, and I mean it was alright. It was alright to just kind of test it, but I mean, I didn't really like it.
yeah,
I've always preferred playing in the band.
yeah,
Yeah, so I've got like the band thing, and then like I might play myself in just like a pub or something, or
yeah,
like
yeah,
you know what I mean. Especially if someone asks me to play, you know what I
yeah,
mean, play guitar, I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. You know,
yeah.
um,
Especially
but
like,
I always look towards playing with the band.
yeah, yeah. Have you always been a front man?
Yeah, yeah. I think like the first few bands I was in, so like when I when I first started playing with the band, which was when we were like in school and stuff, I always tried to get like a different singer because it was during that time my voice was like cracking and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and I'd try sing a note and I would go ooh, you know, all that stuff. But I think when I started playing in bands first,
yeah,
I had like a different singer because I was like my voice was cracking all that stuff.
yeah.
But when it started to kind of when I was able to hold a note, yeah, I'd always been the front man. Yeah.
Has it been just recently that you've started writing your own songs, or have you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd always been writing riffs like ever
Yeah.
since I started playing guitar, but I didn't properly write my first song until I was about like 17. Um,
Okay.
and like I dropped out of school and then, you know what I mean, I just been like doing my own thing,
Yeah.
all that stuff, and went to college, and then like it was when I went to college, I started trying to write songs, and I wrote ones which like I actually liked, you know. Like before then, I'd be trying to write something, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's absolute mince, man. That's terrible."
Yeah.
Um, you know, uh, I just one day I just finally wrote something which I liked, and
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, this is cool. I'm glad I finally done it, and then I kept writing.
I feel like everyone's tried to write a song
Yeah,
when they were younger, and then it's very rare
yeah,
it's
I
get
know.
done.
Yeah, more people than I.
Due to technical difficulties, we're going to take a break from your regular scheduled programming to make sure you go and stream Friend Like You by The Cartoons, available on all major streaming platforms. And also, like, subscribe, and follow No Buses on all the various social media platforms to keep up to date with what we do in the future. Thank you. Yeah.
I tried to. There's like the wee antennas thing, so I just like tried to move them and that, and I checked if there was
Yeah.
like red lights or anything. You know,
That's all right.
I'm not a whiz kid on that tech or that.
Neither. I'm.
I don't know. Right. Anyway, we'll get on to it. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were we saying? Um,
Um. Just talking about writing songs.
so I'd been writing songs since I was 17.
Yeah.
I dropped out of school early, and I just um, well, I tried my best to just write songs and that, and then
Yeah.
uh, about like don't know, about like 2 months later or something, when I was going into college,
Yeah.
uh, what I mean, I just clicked, and I wrote a song which I liked, and I've just never really looked back since.
Yeah.
You
Have you got anyone that you look up to in terms of songwriting?
Yes, I've always wanted to write like Alex Turner, but I mean it's really hard to do that. I think
Yeah.
everybody's tried that. I love I love lots of music, mate.
Mm.
I'd say Alex Turner is like the biggest guy who got me into like writing songs. I was like, oh, I want to try do that.
Yeah.
Just like bands, the Strokes and stuff. Like
Yeah.
they're kind of various like songwriters, but it's mainly like Julian Casablancas who writes the songs for him,
Yeah.
and like Pete Doherty and stuff. I'd always been interested in that type of music, and I was like, I want to
Yeah.
write that type of music as well.
Well, chose some good ones there. Like, if you can go in the same path as them, I don't think you're gonna fail.
I hope I don't fail.
I was gonna say, especially that latest Arctic Monkeys album. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to match what he comes out with.
Yeah, I know. That was really bizarre, but it was good. I like it.
Yeah,
I've got to put
it
up vinyl and everything. Yeah,
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 same. It grew on me because I
yeah.
was quite shocked when it first came out. But
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect as well, because I remember the CD came, and I was like, I'm not gonna listen to it on Spotify. I listened to it on CD, and I
yeah.
was like, what is this, man? Is it Arctic Monkeys?
How did you meet the rest of your bandmates?
I'm in a very bad bit at the moment
That's all right.
with my internet. You're gonna have to chop this podcast up, by the way, and like
That's
pick
all
out
right.
bits. Yeah,
That's all right.
yeah. We've all known each other for a wee while. We've been practicing for a year now.
Yeah,
It's been, um, but I wouldn't line it up as a year, obviously, because of like lockdown and that. We couldn't even practice from like
yeah,
March to June. You know what I mean?
yeah. What's
Um,
what's it what's it been like? Just like starting a
but
band now.
it's been all right. We've just been talking on like I mean phone group chat and all that stuff. And we've like sent each other stuff. We've been doing lockdown covers and that.
Yeah,
We've just been trying to keep busy.
yeah,
Like doing demos and stuff. I've been writing lots of demos. Um, I haven't done it fairly recently, but you know what I mean. I'm still writing.
yeah,
Met each other. Well, I kind of just like asked all the boys. I added them to like a group chat.
yeah,
I've known. Declan Fisher, our bassist, we went to school together and played like guitar together, and I asked if he wanted to
Yeah.
play bass. Declan Milne, I've known him through college, um,
Oh yeah.
and Matt, uh, like we're all from the same bit. Like we're all from Livingston, Scotland,
Yeah.
and I've well, I've known him because he was in like my football team, and um, we didn't go to the same school, but you know, what I mean, you just know of him, and he said that he played drums, and I was like, oh, brilliant, man! Like, have a
Yeah.
practice with us, and, you know, what I mean, that's us. That's how we
Yeah.
met.
What's the scene like by you? Is there many bands or artists coming out?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're part of the West Lothian scene, so like, they didn't come from Livingston; they came from like Whitburn. Like Whitburn seems to be the place for music, right? Like the
Yeah.
Snuts and
Oh yeah.
Lewis Capaldi came from there.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
Luke Levolt. Uh, yeah, I think those are like the big names from
Yeah.
West Lothian. Yeah, that's kind of like our our scene. That's
Yeah.
the West Lothian scene. Yeah,
Well, the Snuts they seem to be doing very good right now.
yeah, they're really good. They're really
Yeah.
nice guys as well. I've only once spoke to their drummer, and
Yeah.
he's a really nice guy.
I was quite late getting onto them, um,
Mm.
but yeah, I would very much recommend them.
Uh, like I remember being in whatever year it was and hearing their songs, and I've watched them live as well. You know what I mean
Yeah.
before, um, you know what I mean before I played gigs and that, and they're really good guys.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to go on to your the song "Friend Like You," and
Yep. Yep.
could you tell me a bit about how that song came about?
Song came about. I don't know. It's well, I wrote it during lockdown.
Yeah.
We had like loads of songs beforehand, and I mean, like some of them are good, some of them were okay.
Yeah.
Um, but I remember just writing the song. I got down the melody first before like any of the lyrics, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I usually do. I usually write melody and then lyrics, so like the guitar parts, and then I went through about like four sets of lyrics because I didn't really know what I was on about. I think just like bit by bit, I kept editing it, and
Yeah.
um, I mean the song's just about like having that kind of friend, uh, like you know what I mean. You're kind of like stuck as in what to do.
Yeah.
That's actually it. I mean, like I think everybody has been in that situation, and that's why I liked it. I mean, I think beforehand a lot of songs that I wrote, like it wasn't a very relative, like people couldn't relate to the situation, but I felt like with this one like people could, like there's somebody which you quite like, but you don't know how to explain it,
Yeah.
or like how to talk to them about it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I really like the song.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot. Thank you.
No, that's all right. Yeah, because I was quite. I think I followed you when I saw the DMA's video, and then
Yeah,
I saw on my timeline one day that
yeah,
this new band was coming out, and I went and checked out, and it's a very strong debut single.
thanks a lot. Yeah. Yeah,
That's all
yeah,
right.
well,
What?
I think I don't think it was the strongest. Like we've obviously got like loads of songs in the background,
Yeah.
you know? But I remember like when we first practiced it, I didn't know like where it was going. But then when we got the hang of it, I was like, oh, this is really good because
Yeah.
um, I wrote lots of guitar parts for it,
Yeah.
and like there's lots of like guitar bits which just like intertwine with each other and stuff. And I was thinking, I don't know if this is going to go well, or I don't know if I'll need to do
Yeah.
this or that. But it actually went really well, and I was really happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the reception been like from social media and that?
It's been brilliant.
Yeah,
Like everybody who I've talked to about the song, you know, I know everybody's got like different opinions and stuff on like what they
yeah,
like in that, but um, loads of people have messaged us saying they really like the song and like added it to their stories, their playlists, and everything. And honestly, I couldn't be more thankful for the support. It's brilliant, you know,
yeah. It's great.
especially just for like our first song. But what's a bit, uh, I think what's a bit annoying is the fact like lockdowns happened and stuff in like in our
Yeah,
area. I mean, it's like different. Like Scotland's a bit different from England at the moment, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but we're all in this like national lockdown. I mean, like even like a couple of months ago, we were still in a lockdown. We couldn't get in the studio and stuff,
yeah,
and you know, it's a bit annoying that we couldn't be like a month later. Oh, here's our other single, you know, because
yeah.
we were gonna do that, but you know, it's just lockdown and stuff.
I feel like it's been so like detrimental to loads of new bands coming up that they just haven't been
Yeah,
able to get
it's really
anything.
killing. Like, yeah, lockdown is absolutely killing live music and
Yeah,
music in general. Like, I was thinking to myself, like the fact that gigs aren't a thing right now. You know,
yeah,
like gigs aren't a thing, and like social interactions aren't a thing.
yeah,
Like, and like, why can't we just at least practice and stuff? You know,
yeah,
like it's really hard. You know.
yeah. So I saw you did a acoustic gig on YouTube, and I saw,
Yeah.
is it Sail Away? Is that a new song that could be coming out soon?
Sail Away. Sail Away is just like a really old tune. That's actually one of the first songs I wrote.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I don't know if it will come out. We still have to like kind of discuss it, but I think it's one of those
yeah,
songs which we want to improve, you know,
yeah,
before we release it. But um, yeah, I think it probably could come out like eventually,
yeah,
whenever that will be, because we've got some like there's some really good stuff in that song, if you know what I mean. Like
yeah,
there's an end solo which Declan Milne does, and like we all absolutely love it, you know, because
yeah,
it's just like it's got a lot of energy towards it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
so are you saying that kind of like there hasn't been many plans put forward for 2021 as a band so far?
well, there has but we don't know what to do.
Yeah,
We've wanted to we are wanting an EP out. You know what I mean? 2021 EP. You know,
yeah,
it just depends on how we do it, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like we will release new music, but it just depends on when, like when we
yeah,
can get in a studio, when we can do this, when we can do that.
yeah. I feel like it's going to be a, if things are allowed to happen, I think it's going to be a crazy year, like towards the end of it, because
Yeah,
like everyone's just going to be wanting to release their music and that they
I
have that
know.
they've been sitting
Well,
on.
that's the thing. Like, see when like everything goes back to like normal.
Yeah,
Um, like everybody will be wanting to like go on holiday and go out
yeah,
and go to gigs and like bands will be wanting to record and all that stuff. Like
yeah,
it's just gonna be absolute madness, you know.
yeah. Oh, can't wait, can't
Yeah,
wait.
uh, I know it's great for that fact, but it's gonna be like scary as well. You know what I mean? Like you might not.
Yeah,
Like I don't know if they'll still have restrictions on like who gets to do what and how many people and all that stuff. So
yeah,
you just really don't know what's happening, and you know that's just what keeps happening with our plans. Like we'll plan something, and then it'll be like, no, we
yeah,
can't do that now because of lockdown and stuff.
yeah. Is is that kind of why you started doing your degree then? Because
No, I've always been wanting to do music as like a degree. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I have it as like a certificate, and so I learn like different things
yeah,
in music. Um, and you know what I mean, if the band thing doesn't work out, I really hope like the band works out.
yeah, yeah,
But like if it doesn't, you know, what I mean, I've got something to fall back on, you know.
I'd like to do a little section where we talk about your 10 songs that you've picked.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
Let me get it up on Spotify as well. There you go. What Adam has been listening to.
so let me get it up. So could you just talk me through why you chosen these songs and
They're just songs I've been listening to like quite a lot recently.
yeah,
Uh, so they're all different genres, mate. Like
yeah,
I'm a massive fan of loads of genres. Like I like R&B and stuff. There's a couple R&B
yeah,
songs there. I really like heavy music as well, like that
yeah,
Bring Me the Horizon and Rage Against the Machine.
yeah, yeah,
You know, and my usual like Arctic Monkeys and the Strokes. Like I'm a massive fan of like all genres. I don't think there's a genre which I don't like, or like a piece of music I don't like. I think
yeah,
there's some things which I've not really listened to compared to other stuff like reggae and ska. Like I don't know if that's really my thing, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but like all this stuff is definitely my thing. So
yeah,
Daniel Caesar, I absolutely love that song. Like I love that song
yeah,
so much. Just because it's like this kind of 90s R&B kind of style, um, or like do you know what I mean? Like early 2000s kind of R&B.
yeah, yeah,
Well, it's got that kind of feel to it, and it's the song just like carries throughout. It's such a really good song to just like put on to
yeah,
just have a wee like chill to, or just like do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
it's one of those songs, and I remember like finding that song when I was in like high school. You know what I mean? And I thought it was like one of the best songs I've heard. It was
yeah,
just like, everything in it was brilliant. The musical features, um the tempo and everything, and also there's a bit in it which has got um a feature of another artist, and
yeah,
that bit is absolutely brilliant as well.
yeah.
It's just a brilliant song throughout.
I'll definitely have to check it out because that was one of the
Yeah,
ones that I wasn't too familiar with.
yeah. Bring the Horizon. I mean, they're from near enough the same bit as you, like Midlands kind of
Um, they're about
Yorkshire. I mean,
a
I don't know much about like
they're a bit
England.
more northern than me.
Are they?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've not got a very good map of England, but
that's all
um, I don't know where I was thinking then. I was thinking like,
right.
oh, I
they're,
don't know. Right,
they're
just
from the same
forget I
place as
said that. Yeah,
they're from the
um,
same place as Arctic Monkeys. They are.
yeah, Sheffield. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
like Yorkshire and that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, this is just a really good song.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
again, uh, like not too heavy, too not too light. It's kind of like an early 2000s kind of like pop punk ballad. I feel
yeah,
the way it's written and stuff. Um, you know, uh, yeah, it's just it's got a massive chorus. I
yeah,
think that's a great song. A great thing about that song, it's got a great like chorus,
yeah. Have you
which
managed to have you
yeah.
managed to see him live yet?
No, I've got tickets to see them though
Oh, have you?
for the tour. Yeah, yeah.
What did
I
you make of?
really want to see them. I can't wait to see them. I've watched like videos of them play on
Yeah.
like YouTube and stuff, and like it looks absolutely mental. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
early gigs are absolutely mental because that was like the really heavy phase.
Yeah, yeah,
But even now, it's still like really really good gigs. You know what I mean? They're a
yeah,
great
yeah.
band. Yeah.
They do
Um,
have put on a show now.
yeah, they do know how to
Yeah.
put on a show. Yeah. Ollie Sykes is also a brilliant vocalist, in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
he's got some vocals.
Yeah. We'll be
Um,
are you gonna learn how to scream and shout then?
no, I don't think so. But I mean, like I respect it. You know, like I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
if I'd ever put that in my songs, but who knows?
It's definitely a talent that
Yeah, yeah, that it really is. Third song, "You Only Live Once," The Strokes.
Yeah,
That's a brilliant song by them. One of the first I've heard by them, like when I was getting into them.
yeah,
And I've been listening to that a lot recently as well. When you're asking for a playlist of what I've been listening to recently, I went on my on repeat playlist, and that was one of
yeah.
them. Oh, that's a great song. I'll chuck it in. Not much to say about it. It's just really catchy.
Yeah, yeah,
I've been getting into a lot of MF Doom. Like he passed away recently.
yeah,
Uh, October. Yeah, he passed away in October, but it was just like announced on New Year's Eve.
yeah,
Uh, and I loved his music like before he passed, and that I knew quite a lot of his songs.
yeah,
And I checked out like another one of his projects. I think it's called Mad Villain.
yeah,
And that was just a brilliant song. I remember hearing that. And I was like, oh, that's a great sample. Um, just yeah, I
yeah,
think that's all I've got to say about that. Slow Dancing in the Dark by I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Joji? Yeah,
yeah. It's Joji, I think. Yeah.
yeah. I've just that's probably the most recent song I've listened to out of all that playlist.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Like I recently just kind of discovered that I was like, oh, this is a brilliant song.
yeah. Are you aware of his like YouTube career?
Yeah, his YouTube is absolutely mental. Like that, I
Yeah,
don't know how I hadn't listened to him because like of his YouTube. You know what I mean? I was like, oh,
yeah,
I don't know what the songs are going to be like. I don't know if they're going to be like really kind of wacky or something. But
yeah,
I listened to that song, and it was really good, and I was like,
yeah.
I
He,
completely surprised myself. Yeah,
yeah, his album last year was really good.
yeah,
Like, yeah, definitely recommend it to anyone because it's just like great from back to front, like so
yeah.
atmospheric and the vocals are insane. So yeah,
Oh yeah, the vocals are yeah. You need some
yeah,
help to sing that song. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think I'm good to wrap up now, if
yeah,
that's all right.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well,
I'll kind of just finish on if there's anything you want to promote or any.
anybody who hasn't heard of us, heard of me, heard of my band, the Katuns, please give us a follow on like social media. You know what I mean? We're at the Katuns. Katuns is spelled Katuns. And check out our music. You know, any support is absolutely brilliant.
So that concludes the first ever No Buses interview. I hope you enjoyed. Apologies for the internet issues, but that's the you're just gonna have to deal with that because of Zoom. Just blame Zoom, really. If you like this and want to see more, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment if you want. If you made it this far, leave a comment saying that I made it this far. I am the #1 fan. Many thanks to Adam for coming on and allowing me to interview him. He's a great guy. Make sure to check out his band, The Katuns. Drop him a follow. I'll leave a link in the description to all their socials. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you on the next one. Woo!